Hello, welcome, impactful parents. Today we're going to talk about how to support your child when they are wrongly accused of doing something that they didn't even do. Welcome, my name is Christina Campos. I'm founder of The Impactful Parent, and every week I come on and answer one of your questions live right here. And today's question reads, I am trying to figure out how to help my young teen. A teacher thought that he was on the phone and called him out in front of the class. He did not have his phone, and the teacher did not apologize. He's having a hard time moving past this and becoming productive in class. How do I help him work through his feelings so that he can move on? Thank you for this question. And it is a great question because it happens so much more often than I think people realize. And today I'm going to give you 5 tips for helping your child that is wrongly accused. So here we go. Tip number 1. Tip number 1 for helping your child that is wrongly accused is support your child first. And what I mean by this is believe your child and show some empathy. Could your child be lying about what happened? Sure, but probably not. See, when your child comes to you sad and obviously bothered and needing help, then they're likely telling the truth. Your child's looking to you for support and what to do. Your child doesn't have the life experience yet to know what to do when an authority figure wrongly accuses them. So, taking their side and believing them and what they had to say is so critical and super important because they need your support. And the second thing is show some empathy with them because here you could just want to listen. Listen, listen, listen. Don't try to solve anything quite yet. Just listen to what happened and let your child vent. They need somebody to bounce their words off of and just hear their frustrations. All right, tip number 2. Tip number 2 for helping your child that is wrongly accused is you got to talk to the person who made the wrong accusations. Your child isn't mature enough yet to handle the situation alone. Even most teenagers don't have all the skills they need yet to confront authority figures appropriately. Now, having said that, take your child with you when you confront the authority. They need to learn these skills, and watching you advocate for them will teach them how to advocate for themselves. Now, in this case, we're going to talk to the teacher. So ask for a meeting time when you can talk with the teacher privately without any students around. Now, the objective of the meeting should be to discuss your concerns and how the accusation is affecting your child. This is not a meeting to make the teacher apologize or see that they were wrong. You want to work with your teacher, not against them. So to do this, you're going to want to approach the meeting in 3 ways. The first, a quick summary of what you heard happened in the classroom. The second, a quick explanation of how your child feels and how they feel wrongly accused and treated unfairly. And then the third, your concerns that you have for your child moving forward. Explain to the teacher how your child feels disengaged and doesn't want to make an effort in class anymore due to the separated relationship between the teacher and the student. See, good teachers will listen and understand how they may have made a mistake with the explanations that you give and the efforts that your child is now making. Many teachers will problem solve with you and your child during the conference, and some may even apologize. Teachers are humans too, and we make mistakes all the time. Productivity is going to be really important to come back. So advocating for your child, but coming from a place of concern and not attacking the teacher is really important. If you come at the teacher acting like the mama bear, well, instead you're going to be opening up the conversation with a tone of where the teacher has to be very defensive, and we don't want that. We want to come at it with a tone of concern that's going to help diffuse the situation and open up the room for your child and your teacher to start talking and maybe even reconnect. Because that's the main goal of this conference. Your child needs to feel safe and reconnect emotionally with the teacher. Your child feels bad because they trusted the teacher and now they feel like their teacher turned on them. So to bring the child back to productivity, he has to reconnect with his teacher emotionally. He has to feel safe in the classroom. Kids don't know how to facilitate this conversation alone. It's so scary for them. And that's where you come in. You need to make an appointment to set the tone of the conference in a gentle, concerned, and worried way. Coming at the teacher like a mama bear is a no-no, but you want to just open up that conversation so that the teacher and your child can start to talk and maybe come to a resolution. Now, tip number 3 for helping your child that is wrongly accused is make some next step changes if you have to. Okay. I hope that the situation resolves itself after step 2 because it really should. But here's some next step suggestions if you're talking to the teacher and you just get a failed response and you need to keep moving forward with something different. So, what could you do? You could talk to the principal. Yeah, go to the boss and see if you can make changes at a higher level. 2, you can also ask to change teachers. Now, switching teachers is a last resort, if you ask me, because I don't want to encourage that your child avoid their problems. But still, sometimes it can be easier just to change classrooms because kids can't get over those hurt emotions and they just need a fresh start and they need to get back on track that way. The fresh start helps so that they can feel happy again. And the third thing that you could do is start documenting what the teacher does. Yeah, if the problem persists and you really think it's the teacher, you may want to document incidences in the classroom so that you can present a more reasonable argument to the school later for concern. Now, this will also allow you to possibly see patterns in the classroom. So I hope that helps. Now let's get to tip number 4 for helping your child who is wrongly accused. And that is talk to your child about the consequences of allowing this incident to affect their life. So, in step number 4, parents are trying to build resiliency in their children. Life sucks, and it's difficult to see our kids emotionally frustrated and in pain, right? But still, a parent can use these bad moments to teach resiliency. So, start talking with your child about the consequences of letting this affect them. What is going to happen if you don't care about the class anymore? Are you going to let this one person's mistake affect your future? I'm going to give you a free PDF today to help you ask the right questions so that you can process this incident with your child. Because sometimes asking the right questions could be exactly what your child needs just to get out of the funk and really see what happened in the situation and learn from the experience. It may not seem like much, but I'm telling you, asking the right questions can be key to success. So to get that free PDF, you're going to go to theimpactfulparent.com/learning questions. And I'll make sure to leave those links in the comments. And then tip number 5 for helping your child that is wrongly accused is watch out for thinking traps. Okay, thinking traps. These are really toxic ways that kids start to think and process information. And I know you've heard it before. When kids are talking and they're really, really hurt inside, they'll start to talk in absolutes. You've heard it in things like, the world is going to end. I know I'm going to fail. Everyone hates me. See, these are really unhealthy ways of thinking that teens fall into super easy. And you're going to want to watch out for these. So, I got 2 more awesome resources for you to help you learn about them. The first is a video where I'm going to be talking about thinking traps, what they are, and so that you can learn how to spot them. And to get to that video, you're going to go to theimpactfulparent.com/thinking traps. And the second is another free PDF that is a printout of the thinking traps so that you can reference those later. As you watch the video, now you have a free PDF to accompany it. And I really hope that helps. To get to that free PDF, you're going to go to theimpactfulparent.com/thinking traps PDF. I know it's a lot of information, and I really hope it helps you and your child. So be sure to forward on this information to a friend, forward the video to somebody who needs it. Don't forget to push that like and subscribe button, and all your support is always, always so appreciated. So leave your comments below and tell me, how did it go? Do you have your question for next week too? Maybe I can answer your question next week. But until next time, you got this, parents. I'm just here to help. Have a great day.